Hi everyone, Ashish Kyal here. Very warm welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul, and it's fantastic to have every one of you over here. Vinay, Deepak, Sareen, everyone, very warm welcome. Chetan, Amit, Anubhav, Arpit, every one of you, Balbir, everyone, very warm welcome. It's fantastic. और आज लास्ट थर्सडे हमने एक वेबिनार किया था. आज वापस से थर्सडे को इसलिए कर रहे हैं कि कुछ चेंज हुआ है. आज के दिन में देयर इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डेवलपमेंट दैट हैज हैपेंड ऑन द मार्केट्स इफ यू आर लुकिंग एट इट. एंड दूसरी एक और चीज है यार, कल मैं बैंगलोर ट्रैवल कर रहा हूँ बिकॉज सैटरडे को बैंगलोर में वन डे का इवेंट है इन विच आई एम स्पीकिंग ऑन टाइम साइकिल्स, not time cycles, on options trading using certain techniques which I am going to reveal for the very first time. So if you are planning to fly to Bangalore, then do ensure to join me or for the event. It's going to be in the morning, starting from morning. It's an offline event, by the way, starting from morning 10 a.m. and it's going to be there until 5:30. Networking, lunch, everything is included. You know, the best part about it is I'm giving away the powerful trade setup course on my app, free to everyone who is registering for this event and the program. So, you know, the powerful trade setup, the cost of that course itself is around 3,900, which is going to cover most of the costs that you pay for the event. So that's what I'm doing. I want to ensure everyone is learning from here. So before I move on, I want to know, are you guys following the time tweets that I've been doing? I can see Bhavini is here. She said, I made 4,900 Nifty futures. Exclusive watching your class. Thank you so much, Bhavini, for the gesture. I am sure अगर आप tweet follow करें, let me ask you all, how many of you are following my tweet over here, and how many of you are doing that? Chetan made some money out of that tweet that I have been doing about the time. एक time बात की थी हमने. Okay, हर दिन देखते हैं आप. That is glad to know that. And Jayesh Dubey is selling options, made 10K in the last 3 days. Jayesh, you did a straddle also, like we discussed in the mentorship session yesterday. How did it go? How did it went? Did you do the adjustments, or how did you go about it? And it indeed did not do much through during the day. Gap up hua, sideways ho gaya, and yeah, you did some adjustments. So fantastic. And from the yesterday's time cycle, जो टाइम था वहां से निफ्टी, अगर आपने मेरा ट्वीट फॉलो किया होता था, आर यू फॉलोइंग दैट? I have tweeted about the time, and I'll tell my colleague to share the link of the Twitter. If yeah, she just shared across, and if you are following me there, you might be able to see कि कैसे work किया है. So Manjunath is saying he wants to join the Bangalore event. Can you share across the website link, our website link, to Manjunath, so he can just go about registering for the Bangalore event? And Bhav Bhagwan Che, of course, Melvin, Bhav Bhagwan Che, price is God. That is very, very important, and that's very, very crucial. So चलिए दोस्तों आगे बढ़ते हैं. पहले तो मैं बहुत ही quickly एक poll लेना चाहूंगा. What is the Nifty trend in the coming week? You see Nifty trend क्या होना चाहिए आने वाली week में? You are seeing that the Nifty trend should be positive, should be bearish, should be up, down. क्या लग रहा है यार, मूड क्या लग रहा है मार्केट में निफ्टी के बारे में आज के मूव के बाद में? Despite of so much of downside pressure yesterday, that time cycle just went superb, and I'll share that time cycle also with you all, which also we derived even during the last Saturday webinar, and that also worked fantastically well. So the market time बहुत ही अच्छे से चल रहा है दोस्तों. ऐसा नहीं है कि मार्केट को टाइम नहीं किया जा सकता. It is possible to time the market. This is what I was discussing yesterday also with my mentees during the mentorship session. And we discussed about the outlook, how it looks like, and how the market should behave. So let me just very quickly share across for someone who is not able to follow, who is not following on Twitter. Here is the Twitter link. I'm ending the poll, by the way. It's very interesting to see 81% of the people are expecting that the market is going to go up. That's a very, very interesting statistics I'm getting for the very first time. हम maximum 75% तक गए थे, लेकिन 81% has never happened before. I'm stopping the screen share. यहाँ पर okay, यहाँ पर अगर आप देखेंगे, we have a appears to have bottomed out, नहीं, बहुत जल्द है वो बोलना. कल का मूव इंपॉर्टेंट होगा, लेकिन एक चीज आज चेंज हुई है आफ्टर 10 और 11 ट्रेडिंग सेशंस. कैन यू टेल मी what did today happen after 10-11 trading sessions? For two things happened, not even one. उस पे मैं जाऊंगा, पहले ये देखते ट्वीट. सो यहाँ पर हमने बात की थी 4 अक्टूबर का ट्वीट है जो कल का है कि यार टाइम गिवन इन द ट्वीट इज 12:15, 1 बजे के आसपास एक लो बना एंड विद इन द रिस्पेक्टेबल टाइम जोन, और उसके बाद में 19334 का लेवल था. 19334 से निफ्टी का अगर आप आज का मूव देखोगे, nearly 250 points of up move has happened from the time, and that is fantastic. So that's the Twitter channel, and people who are there on YouTube, join me on the Zoom platform. I'll just share across the link for you all to join here, and you can also participate in the polls that we are conducting if you have not. और यहाँ ये रही link बहुत clearly, and you can join me on the Zoom platform. So there are two important things. Let me now go quickly on the chart, not spend time much here. Just give me a second. I'm going on the chart. I'm going to open up Nifty का बहुत ही important aspect जो मैं देख रहा हूँ, जो हुआ है basis of neo wave and basis of time. Absolutely, अमित, कल ही हमने डिस्कस किया था कि 215 के पहले निफ्टी को 19,568 का लेवल निकालना पड़ेगा, तब जाके कंफर्म होगा. और ये पहली बार हुआ है पूरे के पूरे फॉल में कि रिवर्स हुआ है, साथ में 3 कैंडलस्टिक कंफर्मेशन भी हुआ है हमारे. सो लेट मी जस्ट शो इट अक्रॉस टू यू वेरी क्लियरली. सो ओवर हियर आई एम गोइंग टू जूम इन द चार्ट, and if you are able to see this chart, okay, there is some trend lines, channels, price action area. This is an important price action area that you can see, which is drawn here 19,580 के आसपास. ये अभी नहीं, ये पहले की बनाई हुई लाइन है, और निफ्टी exactly 580 के आसपास ही आके रुका है. Okay, screen is not visible. Let me just share across very quickly. Oh, I thought I shared the screen. Okay, now are you able to see the screen? So if you are looking at this entire chart, और एक मैंने नियो वेव का चार्ट भी ट्वीट किया था कल, उसके बारे में वापस से बात करूंगा मैं. यहाँ पर if you look at this entire screen, you can clearly see 19,580 is a very, very important price action area. Price action area, which means that this is the area from where prices have actually found support, resistance, 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 support, resistance. Now it is standing at 19,580. और यहाँ पर अगर आप देखेंगे, एक बहुत ही सिंपल क्लासिक पैटर्न बना है, जिसे टेक्स्ट बुक पैटर्न हम कहते हैं. एक आइलैंड रिवर्सल कहा जाता है पैटर्न. एंड ओवरऑल इफ यू लुक एट इट, if you look at this portion, this is known as island reversal. Are you able to see my screen properly now? Okay, fantastic. So everyone is able to see. So ये है island reversal. Island reversal कब होता है? When there is a gap down, okay, which is happening here, and then there is a gap up. It leaves it like an island. होता है ना यार, एक आइलैंड है, आजू बाजू में पानी है. ये स्कूल में पढ़ा था हमने. Do you remember? So Nifty actually formed an island reversal pattern today. So पहला इंडिकेशन तो मिला हमें आइलैंड रिवर्सल पैटर्न का. Now 19,580 का जो लेवल है वो इंपॉर्टेंट है क्रॉस करने के लिए. यहाँ पर so we can clearly see this is exhaustion gap also. Yes, of course, since the gap down हुआ, gap fill हो गया, gap के साथ ऊपर निकल गया. लेकिन एक जो important level price action का है वो ये है. मेरा सुबह से जो positions के लिए मैं सोच रहा था यहाँ पर 19,580 आज निकलेगा या नहीं निकलेगा, जिससे I can go very aggressive on the long side. I'm bullish but I want to be very aggressive on the long side. वो नहीं निकला. So I'm going to be little bit cautious क्योंकि कल RBI का पॉलिसी है. Okay, so if there is an RBI policy, if there is an RBI policy, then we might have some kind of a huge move on the charts. So आपको anticipate करना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा carefully trade करना पड़ेगा. Now it is also an HNS pattern. Yes, ये shoulder है, ये shoulder है, ये head है, neckline 580 पे. So if you look at it, Nifty has formed a clear inverted HNS pattern along with island reversal. ठीक है, on hourly time frame or 15-minute time also you can check. This is accompanied by one important information of two-stage faster retracement. Okay, and as per NeoWave, and also after 11 days, price is closed above prior candle high with a higher low also. So बहुत सारी prior candle high with a higher low. So बहुत सारी चीजें यहाँ पर एक साथ कंफर्म हो रही है. यहाँ से जो टॉप बना था, after this we saw the fall, and from here we can clearly see that there is some kind of an attempt on the upside. But this attempt on the upside can fizzle out quickly because we might have a more basing pattern formation that can happen. Now, usse समझने के लिए we can apply one very powerful indicator which I call as Ichimoku Cloud. So Ichimoku Cloud is a very powerful indicator that you can use, and it's a very, very interesting indicator that you can combine with time. So time cycle क्या होता है? पहले तो हम daily chart पे चलते हैं, and let us look at the concepts of time cycle and then club this across with Ichimoku Cloud and trend. Try to look at those things. So just give me a second. If you're looking at in a moment, I'm just going to open up my cycle wala chart so that you are able to view the entire time cycle which is already plotted on the chart there. So if you're looking at this specific chart on the daily time frame, this is my daily time frame chart which I am looking at it. यहाँ पे पूरा wave count आप देख सकते हैं, and यहाँ पर अगर आप देखेंगे clearly this is wave B which is right now possibly complete. Little early to say, we just managed to close on the cusp there, and this is the time cycle zone. Okay, what is time cycle actually? Time cycle hota kya hai? Time cycle means that we can say that in this entire area which you see as a blue line, the red line and the dotted line, there is a tendency of prices to form a low in this area. Now ये कैसे derive करते वो मैं अभी आपको नहीं बता रहा. I'm just trying to tell you कि ये lines होती है, and this is how you can see the area being formed, and from here we can expect a positive price action. It is an expectation कि this is a future forward looking possibility, and this is an expectation. यहाँ पर confirmation हमें नहीं मिला है कि market ऊपर जाएगा ही. Confirmation आज मिला हमें कि market ऊपर जाएगा because we satisfied the three conditions of positive reversal. What are the three conditions of positive reversal? High above prior high, this low above prior low, and the close above prior high, which never happened in this entire downward trend. Let us look at a weekly time frame chart also to get some perspective on what is the overall weekly. Weekly we still formed a lower high and a lower low. So weekly पे अभी भी trend थोड़ा सा bearish है. Daily पे attempt है on the upside. So this is the graveyard doji. इस candle को कहते हैं हम graveyard doji. Graveyard doji क्या होता है? It's a long leg doji, and we can clearly see in this long leg doji the overall trend has been on the downside, formed a long leg doji, and then we are expecting the trend to reverse back on the upside, which happened today. So वो condition हो गई, and basis that we are in the time support area, there is a high possibility for the low to sustain. This is like a morning star. Yes, you can say that. This is also like a grave stone doji, graveyard doji, दोनों बोल सकते हो आप. and this is like an island reversal. तो बहुत सारे patterns एक साथ दिख रहे हैं हमें. And what is important now? The most important thing that you should understand is the application of these techniques on a time cycle with Ichimoku Cloud on a 15 minutes time frame. तो 15 minutes time frame पे अगर हम देखेंगे इसी method को, we will be able to understand something very, very phenomenal basis of the cycle and how it is looking and how it is working. So फिलहाल मैं एक और cycle आपके सामने यहाँ पर डालता हूँ, which is already being plotted on my chart, which is of Bank Nifty. And Bank Nifty, ये जो time है, then I'll come back to Nifty. If you're looking at this Bank Nifty time, you can see this is the time which we derived much earlier. हमने ये जो time है ये अभी आज नहीं derive किया. This time is derived much earlier on Saturday. Were you there in my webinar on Saturday, guys? Can you raise hands? How many of you were there? And people on YouTube, do ensure you like and subscribe the channel, share it across so everyone can learn. और अगर आप Zoom पे join करना चाहते हैं, you can join me on Zoom. So I'll just share the link for Zoom. Here is the Zoom link. Okay, so many of you were there on that, and we derived this time cycle very clearly, mentioning that the time period of around 10 a.m. on Thursday, 5th October is going to be important. Bank Nifty formed a low precisely around this area and showed some rise. It is yet to show some strong movement, but अगर हम यहाँ से देखें 44,100 से 44,400 300 पॉइंट का नियरली मूवमेंट बैंक निफ्टी ने दिया. अभी अगर कल के दिन में बैंक निफ्टी ये वाला हाई ब्रेक कर देता है, so this is the time cycle. What is time cycle? Time cycle helps us to understand where the lows are going to be forming and how it's going to be going on the upside overall from here. So every time the cycle comes, we see positive price action, दोनों को club करना है, and we can expect a move. So यहाँ से अभी trade कैसे करना है? Over here, the most important level for Bank Nifty is 44,400. So if Bank Nifty breaks this 44,400, an opportunity for traders to enter on the long side will arise. And कल policy है, तो थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना होगा. But if this breaks, we will have a classic opportunity. If this breaks, ये ट्रेंड डेंजर में कब आए? अगर बैंक निफ्टी फिर से 44,000 आ जाता है, then I can say यार ये जो अप मूव था ये ट्रैप था, and then something is changing because this cycle will turn bearish until the next cycle. So these are time cycle concepts. Are you with me? So 44,000 से 44,400 ये पूरा range है market का, and once we break above this level of 44,400, we'll have a classic opportunity. And this time of 10 a.m. worked superb, which we derived in the last webinar, not today. We derived it about 5 days before this entire movement happened. Now, basis of this, we will now go to the Nifty chart. And we will look at the concepts. As I said, we will combine the time cycle concepts along with the concept of Ichimoku Cloud. So let me just put it across. Not this one. I need, okay, this is also okay. So if I look at the Ichimoku Cloud, as I said, there are two important things that has happened in today's session. Basis of the Neo Wave. कल का चार्ट देखा था आपने मेरा Neo Wave count का? By any chance, if you missed it, I'll show it to you again, which we derived together with the mentees yesterday. So ये मेरे Twitter पे है. Let me just share that for many of you who might have not seen this. जैसे कि मैं comment देख रहा हूँ, आपने miss किया ये चार्ट को. So ये रहा वो चार्ट जो हमने कल derive किया था. And if you're looking at this chart, this is the wave pattern. And we can see from this level of wave A, we were expecting a 90-point pullback happen. From this level of time cycle, we had a classic move back on the upside. ओवरऑल। सो 568 ब्रेक करना है। सी नियो वेव में क्या है, सस्टेन कर रहा है कि नहीं वो क्वेश्चन नहीं है। डिड इट ब्रेक इन फास्टर टाइम? यस, विच मीन्स देर इज अ हाई पॉसिबिलिटी जो लो बना है वो इंपॉर्टेंट है। दैट इज वॉट वी कैन से। Now what we have to see is that if we can have a higher low formation, which we can see in the latest chart. So is it clear? This chart, this is on Twitter. So ensure you guys are following me on Twitter, so you do not miss out on these updates. This is together derived with mentees yesterday night when we were having the mentorship session. So now when we come here, we can clearly see that in this entire downtrend, I'm now combining with Ichimoku Cloud, time cycle, and Neo Wave. Okay? In this entire downtrend, above the cloud, we have not seen a single higher high, higher low formation. Okay? Which means that prices went above the cloud. It did not form a higher high, higher low. It went above the cloud, did not form a higher high, higher low. It went above the cloud, consolidating above the cloud. Now, if it breaks above the high of today, which is 19,580, it will bring a higher high, higher low formation on a 15-minute Ichimoku Cloud chart. So this is important for me. And if you are a part of the Master of Cycles or BMW, you might know about KST and how KST has to be used. And that's like classic if you combine both of these things together. So time cycle helps me to enter much early on और suggesting कि यार यहाँ पे bearish तो रहना नहीं है, ये bullish opportunity है. And if I miss out, I have another time cycle which is going to kick in. So I can have my opportunity again later on, which is on Friday at 12:45. So which is around post the RBI policy. So in case market comes down, I will be again looking at this time cycle because now the cloud is favoring me. मतलब भाव सही चल रहा है, टाइम सही आ रहा है, तो मतलब पैसा शायद बाय में कमाना आसान होगा, वैलिड as long as we do not move back below the gap area. अगर गैप एरिया फिल हो गया तो आइलैंड रिवर्सल नलीफाई हो गया. ये जो गैप अप है ये एग्जॉशन गैप हो गया. दूसरा ये इन्वर्टेड हेड एंड शोल्डर पैटर्न है, शायद वो फिर वॉइड हो सकता है. तीसरा इचिमोको क्लाउड के नीचे फिर से प्राइसेस आ जाएगा. तो मेरा अल्टीमेट डिफेंस लेवल कौन सा है? अल्टीमेट डिफेंस लेवल बेसिस ऑफ विच आई माइट वांट टू चेंज माय व्यू फॉर दिस एंटायर मार्केट सिनेरियो इज दिस गैप एरिया, नॉट 19333, वो तो दूर हो गया. ये गैप एरिया ही मेरे लिए अल्टीमेट लेवल हो जाएगा, विच इज 19,400 क्या 410. So 19,410, 19,420 becomes my ultimate support level from multiple studies. So कभी कभी क्या होता है ना, लोग बोलते हैं कि यार why do we have to use multiple studies? It's analysis paralysis. ऐसा नहीं है दोस्त. अगर आपने सही तरीके से अप्लाई किया ना, it's not analysis paralysis. It is the way in which market behaves because every single study gets synchronized. I just published an interview on money control on Tuesday. In case you went through that, I've mentioned about very clearly कि किस तरीके से I focus on price and time. These are the two most important indicators for me. It is price and time. Indicators और बाकी सारी चीजें बाद में, भाव और समय ये सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है if you want to make money from this market. बट इचिमोको क्लाउड क्या करता है, मुझे हेल्प करता है समझने के लिए कि कौन से एग्जैक्ट लेवल है नियो वेव के साथ में, टू गेट दैट कन्विक्शन. टाइम क्या करता है, मुझे पता चलता है कि मुझे कौन से टाइम पे बाय करना है. वेव थियरी क्या करता है, मुझे पता चलता है यहाँ पे पैटर्न कंप्लीट हो रहा है तो ऊपर का टारगेट कितना निकल के आएगा. इफ आई एम राइट, आई एम गोइंग टू मेक अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. इफ आई एम रॉन्ग, आई लूज लिटिल. दैट इज द एम. एंड आई नेवर क्लेम टू बी 100%. Because what happens is majority of the people say नहीं ये तो 100% होता है. यार मुझे भी सिखाओ 100% कैसे होता है. Because I play with probability and in all probabilities I see where is the higher possible scenario playing out. And in that higher possible scenario, when you are betting, the chances of you making money is always higher. So the aim of the game is only one. When you lose, lose less. When you make a killing. That is the aim. And you need to have a good risk reward setup. Good risk reward is the must. Risk reward नहीं है तो ट्रेड नहीं करना है. होता क्या है ना यार, लग रहा है बुलिश है, मार्केट ऊपर चला गया, स्टॉप लॉस ही नहीं है, लेकिन हमें ट्रेड करना था तो किया. In that kind of a scenario, options play a very vital role, because then options can help you enter the positions according to your risk reward. You can sell options, you can buy options, you can form some strategies on the options, and that is very, very important, and that is very, very crucial. Are you getting my point, every one of you? How do you look at these things? So if you're looking at the overall perspective of time, let me hide across Ichimoku Cloud now. I'm going to go on the aspect of time again. If you're looking at the overall aspect of time, the overall time aspect is in the bullish zone. But as I said, Bhav Bhagwan che, price is God. So you need to have a positive confirmation in this price zone, in this time zone. So the price and the time both gets in sync. Once you have that, then you can go on 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at some aspect of cloud, which means that यहाँ पर movement जो आ सकता है, ऊपर का जो hurdle है, basis of 1 hour cloud, I have a hurdle of 19,800. तो मेरा पहला target 19,800 के आसपास का निकल गया. To execute this trade, I go on a 15-minute chart. On a 15 minutes, the two things that you can combine is now the time and the cloud. And then basis of these two things of time and cloud, you will be able to initiate at a much accurate level. So Nifty time cycle period that I derive and tweet it across. So which I am tweeting is basis of these cycle lines. And so tomorrow again, which is I think tomorrow at 12:45 p.m. There is again an opportunity for markets to reverse up. So this is how you can now club two things together, and you can combine these aspects of trading. So another thing that I would like to point out is that very, very important. The another thing that I want to point out is that you need to select the indicators which are not overlapping. Agar aap dekhoge, so if you select an indicator which is like an RSI, MACD, stochastic, तीनों का काम more or less similar hai. Now there is no diversification. There is no way of seeing that these three theories are giving me three different information. And so यहाँ पर बहुत important ये हो जाता है, अगर मैं Ichimoku को अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ, it gives me level. जैसे मुझे पता है कि इसके ऊपर 19,580. I'm so sorry, this is in case I said 480 earlier. This is 19,580. That's the level I get. This is the support level which is on the downside, which is going to be around 19,420 के आसपास मेरा support है. नीचे में approximately I'm saying 420, 440 के आसपास. That's the gap area. And this is the information which the cloud is giving me. Now with this cloud, time is giving me when the markets are going to go up. Neo wave is telling me what is the pattern that is completing on the downside. So there are these techniques of combination, which I say is a complete different approach to the market where there is no overlap. So I'm not saying use an RSI, MACD, stochastic, all three. Then there is an overlap. Then it will not help you. These techniques are synchronized. When these techniques are synchronized, when the time is in sync, everything moves. So these techniques of synchronization is a very different approach to trading, and trust me, it works. In fact, I'll tell you one thing. ये जो इंडिकेटर के पैरामीटर्स होते हैं, मालूम है आप लोग 14 days का RSI यूज करते हो. This 14 parameter on an RSI is derived out of the 14 parameter of an RSI is derived out of 28 period of lunar cycle. Okay, 28 period of lunar cycle. This 14 period of RSI is derived, and this is very, very crucial because a lunar cycle exists. Ichimoku Cloud is again a time indicator, which I'll be discussing in much detail in the Master of Cycles. It's a time indicator. It is derived out of time. If you look at the parameter of moving averages, you should tweak your moving averages on the basis of these time cycles. If you want to use the parameter of ROC, it has to be basis of the time cycle. So everything that you derive as an indicator, as a parameter, is purely out of time. So, and very few people are aware about this concept. Because of this time, everything actually works in the market. And it's very crucial that even using time, you can forecast price. You know, that's the beauty of it. So that's how you have to look at these concepts of price, time, club things together and form a classic lethal strategy. And trust me, guys, it works. It works for me. I've been trading using these concepts and it is fantastic. I've been doing that for more than a decade. And you can see these, how ऐसा नहीं होने के बाद लिखा है. If you are following me on Twitter, you can clearly see होने के काफी पहले mentioned है कि कल कितने बजे buying हो सकती है, कौन से half में हो सकती है. लेकिन thing is, you need to club these things together. So in a nutshell, if you look at these entire concepts, these concepts of time 55, we are in the zone of 55-day cycle. We are in the zone of daily Ichimoku Cloud support. We had a close above prior candle high. Now is the time for bulls to act and ensure that they show their guts, not allowing prices to move back below 19,420. If they are managing to sustain there, tomorrow being an RBI policy, volatility hoga, hourly close dekhna hai. If they manage to sustain above 19,580 level, we might start seeing a recovery on the upside, given these technical studies. If they fail there and the gap gets filled, तब देखेंगे क्या करना है. But फिलहाल तो मूड बाय का है. View change हो सकता है भाव के साथ, because भाव भगवान से. Am I making sense to all of you? And is it interesting way of looking at the markets and seeing things in combination? Now, people who are a part of the mentorship or the master of cycles, they might be able to understand it much clearly, because they know what exactly I'm talking about, and it works like magic. Awesome, guys. So ये था view market का. अभी मैं आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूं कि क्या आप ऑप्शंस ट्रेड करते हैं? So do you want to be with me on Saturday in the Bangalore event? If yes, I'm taking a very quick poll and my colleague will share across the link for the Bangalore event. And it's an offline session on the floor. आप मुझसे मिलेंगे, बहुत सारे लोगों से मिलेंगे, networking करेंगे साथ में, and you can clearly love doing and enjoy what we do there. So it's, अगर आप मुंबई में हैं तो you can fly down to Bangalore, because I'm not sure when is the next offline event I'm going to conduct, and it's from morning till evening. So it's going to be fantastic. Mumbai में फिलहाल नहीं है. There is no session in the Mumbai, so right now, and the link will be shared by my colleague. For registering, you can simply register and do ensure that it's limited seats only, since it's a physical event. You will not be able to once we are almost going to be full, so it's not going to be possible for you to come there. Have it online, not possible to attend offline. Online session तो फिलहाल हमारे चलते रहते बहुत सारे. Dress code for the Bangalore, यार कोई dress code नहीं है. Just come as on a holiday, like a vacation. Enjoy your time there with me. It's going to be fantastic. So no dress code for participants, and make it like a vacation, a 2-day kind of a break from whatever you do. You are really going to enjoy it. I'm going to love it, talking to all of you after like 4-5 years of post which I'm doing this offline session. Okay, there is a question here, and people on YouTube, do not forget to be subscribing the channel and sharing it across. Lunch is also included. Of course, lunch is included, so you don't have to worry. And if you are registering today, you will be getting the powerful trade setup, which is worth 3,900 course on my app, absolutely free. So the app link my colleague can share, so that course you will get it free. That's the point. Okay, and I'm just going to be टिफिन लाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Someone is asking कि क्या मैं टिफिन लेकर आऊं. please, not required. Allow me to host you there, and it's going to be awesome, guys. So fantastic. So I'm just ending the poll very quickly, and it's going to be very interesting, and I'm going to love talking to you all about these entire concepts of time and wave theory. थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ में देखेंगे, डिटेल में नहीं जा पाएंगे क्योंकि हमारे पास में समय नहीं होगा. हमारा फोकस है ऑप्शंस ट्रेडिंग पे और उसके ऊपर फोकस करेंगे. And very quickly, if someone is looking forward for learning these concepts of time cycle, and along with that the concepts of wave theory plus mentorship session, ये सारे club करना है, तो you can be a part of mentorship. The mentorship is starting in October, which I can see is 28, 29th October, because if you are a part of mentorship, you are by default a part of the Master of Cycles session, which is going to happen on the on 28, 29th of October. And Master of Cycles, we are going to look at Gann square of 9. We are going to look at these aspects of period. ये 43 कैसे आया, बैंक निफ्टी का 89 कैसे आया, ये पीरियड कैसे डिराइव करना है, कैसे एग्जैक्ट ट्रेड करना है, इंडिकेटर को कस्टमाइज कैसे करना है, बिकॉज व्हाट पैरामीटर शुड गो इन आरओसी. वी विल क्रिएट आवर ओन कस्टमाइज्ड इंडिकेटर फॉर ओवरबॉट ओवरसोल्ड जोन. ये सारी चीजों को हम कंबाइन करेंगे. नितेश पाठक इज सेइंग सर अचार पराठा ले आएंगे बैंगलोर में. ले आइए, मैं भी पसंद करूँ आप जो लेके आ रहे हैं. I'll definitely like to have that. Okay, awesome guys. So and the mentorship is about, we completed one of the mentorship batch. I love talking to them. It's really amazing, and I see the difference in many of them, the way they were about like 3 months back, and the way they are now is simply fabulous. You know, I really loved what they shared across on the Telegram mentorship Telegram group. I will share that across. I'll tweet that across later, and really glad that I made the difference in their life. As I say, this is life transformation journey, and I happen to be a part of their life transformation journey. It's an honor for me to do that. So that is what it is all about. And tomorrow it's going to be interesting. I'm keeping a close watch how the markets react. Market reaction happens usually 10 minutes, 15 minutes after the policy announcement. उसके पहले का जो मूव होता है वो फॉल्स होता है बहुत बार. आफ्टर द पॉलिसी अनाउंसमेंट 15 मिनट के बाद जो मूव होता है ना, अनाउंस करने के बाद रिपो रेट के बारे में, वो मूव बहुत जेन्युइन होता है. एंड दैट मूव हैपेंस. नितिन सोलंकी, you can simply share across the link of this mentorship program, and the MOC link, I thought it is being shared across. How will they register for the event if you don't share the link? So please share across the link with Nitin and everyone else, and so that they can be a part of this wonderful journey. So RBI policy के 15 मिनट बाद movement होता है. So usually 12:45 will be the ideal time जो हम देख रहे हैं टाइम साइकिल पे भी. तो मतलब उस टाइम पे बहुत क्रूशियल होगा प्राइस एक्शन देखना. सो टाइम आई नो, नाउ प्राइस एक्शन इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर लुकिंग एट इट. विशाल गर्गी सिंह सर, बैंगलोर इवेंट विल बी यूजफुल फॉर एग्जिस्टिंग मेंटीज. ऑफ कोर्स विशाल, मतलब मिलेंगे यार साथ में. the usefulness will be, finally I will be able to meet you all. That's the usefulness. You will really love it. That's what I am going to do. I can talk about so many things. You can share your mentorship experience with all the participants there, and it will be interesting. I'm telling you, you will really enjoy meeting and networking with people. So as far as I think, it will be useful, but it depends on you. Make sense? Okay. So कल का tweet follow करते रहना दोस्तों. I'll be tweeting across in the morning. But by the way, I just forgot. I have a flight to Bangalore in the morning. I have a flight in the morning at around what's the time, 11. So देखते हैं कितना टाइम मिल पाता है. पॉलिसी शायद तब तक आ जाएगी, एंड मार्केट का रिएक्शन पता चल जाएगा. सो थोड़ा सा एडजस्टमेंट करना पड़ेगा आपको. मेरा ट्वीट लेट हो सकता है because I will be in the flight, and that's what I'm going to do. Thank you very much guys for joining in. Love talking to you all. See you on Saturday in Bangalore, and have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful day. People on YouTube, do ensure you follow and subscribe to the channel. And people on Zoom, thanks for joining here, and see you again soon. Have a wonderful time.